we left it last time, that would have been chapter 15, I think. 14. Self as the basis of all love, chapter 14. A very simple rule of life. What is that? Everybody love themselves the most. You may say whatever and all, but you say, that is okay. But everybody love themselves the most. In the final analysis, when the crunch comes down, I matter more than everybody else. That is a fact. And that is because of the nature of the self. The self is the dearest. And since we are all a fraction of that self, self is the dearest thing. And since we are a fraction of that self, we are dearest to our self. That is the idea. Only when I have discovered that dear self, then everything else becomes as dear. Until I have discovered that, until I have not discovered that self, and everything will remain not so dear. I will alone be dear to me. And then I extend that dear to a few other dear. That dearness I extend to a few other dear around me. And I become like a herd of deer. So that is the self dear to the self. Now in chapter 15, there is the moksha of Dhenuka. Dhenuka is a Rakshas in the form of the translation used by some of the... Well, actually, if you look at the word, right, his name, the words given for his name is Khara. Khara means a donkey. But then we'll come across that just now. Let's see. Anyway, now Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Balaram, here it is said in this chapter, that they had reached the age of 6 years old. Around 6. And now they had graduated. They had graduated from what? Taking the calves for grazing. Now they were given cows. At 6, eh? Before 6 you could only take the little calves only. Now at 6 they're given cows. So they send them there to graze these cows and all these other little gopas. All of them went roaming everywhere and enjoying the most beautiful Vrindavan all over the place. Vrindavan, it is said in those days. Now you may not want to go to Vrindavan, but that time Vrindavan was very beautiful, with many nice fruit trees and this and that, and nice blowing breeze. And the more important thing is, with Vyasji tells, they sent them out and they went in the outskirts of Vrindavan everywhere. And just by setting their foot on that soil, they blessed the whole land. Just now, see, these type of things we don't know, but the world has many more things than what we can see, you know. The world doesn't have only things which we can see with our eyes. There are so many which we cannot see. I was just, when Swamiji was here, Swami Sarveshananji, we were talking about, people say, you Swamis have so much of energy, you go on and on and on. And I was confessing to Swamiji this, but this is nothing. When I go to India, my energy goes up twice. Now, how it will happen? Just by a different place. Just by being in a different place. So what is something mysterious about the place? Now that mystery about the place, you can't see. How you'll see? And Swami said exactly the same with him. When we go to India, suddenly our energy level, and not only energy, so many other things, thinking capacity, everything just suddenly. But without eating anything, just by being there. It's not the food or the water, just by being in that place. See? And there are some places in the world they are like that. So there's mysteries about that they call it Desha. Desha. Desha and Kala. Those two are very mysterious things. Two very mysterious manifestations of Maya, Desha, Kala. So now, just Bhagavan Shri Krishna and Balaram, they set foot in that Vrindavan. Now you don't know the touch of the Lord, what He can do to a particular space. Like that. It's described by Ved Vyasi. They bless that place. And therefore, Tirath, places like Tirath and what we call Tirtha, they become so holy because saints over a long period of time set their foot there and that place becomes holy. It's true, the world is like that. There are things which are holy and which are unholy. Means from ordinary Vyavaharik standpoint. Don't suddenly invoke Paramarthik standpoint and all. And no, Bhagavan exists equally everywhere. What are you talking about? Holy and unholy. And if you are existing in that Paramarthik Satta, if you are existing at that Paramarthik level, then this discussion is not for you. Then you become the Tirath. Not discussion. So, from an ordinary, what we call Vyavaharik, transactional level, at our level here. So there are things like that. So Ved Vyasa described how, just by setting their foot there, how they bless this place. And that blessing carries on, that is helpful for many people. Playing, eating fruits, jumping from tree to tree, fighting, having a duel, they boys and all. That's what they do. Wrestling. And getting mud on your head and back. All those kind of things. So that's what they did. Now, the boys, they started telling you, you'll have to jump now to verse 20. This Dhenuka, verse number 20 in the 15th chapter. If you have this book, it's page 106. It's page 106? Same edition. Verse number 20 now. Shri Dama Nama Gopalaha Ramakeshavayo Sakha Subalastoka Krishnadyaha Gopa Premne Damam Mabruvan Rama Rama Mahabaho Krishna Dushta Nibarhana Ito Vidure Sumahat Vanam Tala Lisankulam Phalani Tatra Bhurini Phalani Tatra Bhurini Patanti Patitani Cha Santi Kim Tvavaruddhani Dhenukena Duratmana Soti Viryo Surona Rama He Krishna Khara Rupa Dhrika Atmatulya Balairanyaihi Jnati Bhir Bahu Bhir Vritaha. The story starts off like that. Shri Dama. Shri Dama is one of Krishna's friends. Just like Sudama. He has Shri Dama. Shri Dama Nama Gopal. He was also one of those Gopa. Gopalaha Rama Keshavayoho Sakha. He was friend of Rama and Keshava. Means Balarama and Keshava. Sakha. Subala Stoka Krishnadyaha. And then there was one Subala, another friend, and then Stoka Krishna. Another, his name is Stoka Krishna. Adyaha, Adi. All of them, these friends, now they were there with Bhagavan Shri Krishna and Balaram. Go grazing their cows. Gopaha Premna Idam Abruvan. So with great love now, these friends told it would have been Sri Dama telling, because this is given in singular. All the friends were there, but Sri Dama is telling. Sri Dama is telling to Krishna and Balaram. What is that? Specifically Balaram given. Rama Rama, Hey Rama, Hey Rama. See Rama Rama. Mahabaho and Krishna now. Mahabaho, the great armed Krishna. Mahabaho Krishna is given in Gita also. Arjuna calls. Krishna. Mahabaho Krishna. How Mahabaho is supposed to be in 8 case, no? Mahabaho is in 8 case. Mahabaho is indeclinable. Mahabaho Krishna Dushta Nibharna. Nibarhana means to say, he is the one who, Nibarhana means who removes, eradicates. What? Dushta, the wicked. So he's in, all of this is 8 case. He's addressing Krishna. 8 case. Ita avidure sumahatvanam. Not too far from here, Sri Dama is telling, not too far from here, just close by, there is a nice big forest. I don't know how Balaram and Krishna did not know, but Sri Dama knew. That means Sri Dama must have been a little bit more naughty than Krishna and Balaram. But that is usually how friends are, you know. You always have one who knows something that the others don't. Not far from here, there is a nice big forest. Tala Lisankulam, full of this palm trees. Big, great cluster of palm trees. And then, Phalani Tatra Bhurini, means it's filled with nice fruits also. Palm, some type of palm fruit, maybe piwa, I don't know. It doesn't say what type of fruit, but full of nice, but it can't be piwa because piwa has no fragrance. Just now to talk about fragrance and all. Phalani tatra bhurini patanti patitani cha. This fruits that are falling, and many fruits that have fallen already on the ground there. Patitani, phalani or patanti, falling also. Then santi kim kintu avaruddhani dhenukena duratmana. But we can't get those fruits. Now see, some friends are very good like that. They know which buttons to press. Because they know, well, this fellow, look, all children have that, you know. Remember I was telling you that story of that fellow? He used to ask us, you have nice coconut on that tree there, you know. Why don't I climb that coconut tree? And I will pluck some, and I will take some, and you will take some. It's our coconut in our place. But that fellow who lives down the street, he used to ask us all the time. So then we used to tell no. Because he's a bigger guy, We know that he is much smarter than us. He will do something and he'll take all that coconut and we will not get. So we used to tell no. Then one day, I was climbing that coconut tree myself, and just before reaching up, I saw this big tarantula like that. Big that size. So I came back down because I couldn't proceed further. The tarantula is blocking that coconut, So then, if you know the right button to press, you went and we called that fellow now. You climb this. Now, by the time he came, that tarantula was hidden somewhere in that so he couldn't see. So he climbed up there now, and he plucked all of those coconuts. They all fell down. Now, time to come down. Now, the tarantula came out. A big spider came out now. He started to bawl like anything. The only thing he didn't do is cry. But he started to bawl and shout, and then it became so hysterical, he started kicking frantically. And he kicked that tarantula down. He fell down. By that time, I was like 100 feet away already. When I saw him started kicking, I stay safe distance. When the dust settled, I came back for coconut. You just have to know which is the right button to press. Because this fellow had a great... so many times he had asked, himself to climb up there. Anyway. So now, this Sri Dhamma, they had seen from childhood, from birth, they had seen Krishna kill this one, kill that one. So we have seen so many stories, a snake and all. Locking off that. So now, they knew, they are telling us, just very close by, a nice garden is there, forest is there with these palm trees, and nice fruits, and so many fruits. Fallen and falling also. Kintu, but. Kintu, avaruddhani. All these, avaruddhani means, the fruit, we are prevented from getting this fruit. How? Why? Dhenukena duratmana, by this wicked Dhenuka. Who is it, Dhenuka? He tells. So, Ativiryo Asuraha. He is a very powerful Asura. Hey Rama, hey Krishna, Khararupa Dhrik. He has taken the form of a donkey. In the translation, it's a jackass. What is a jackass? A donkey only. A special type of donkey or any donkey? Donkey and ass and jackass and donkey same. Jackass are male donkey. Okay. Huh? Really? Jackass and genius? Female. It takes a long time to learn certain things, man. But when I put the word in, when I look in Apte, jackass is given. Jackass. Okay, so he took this form of this most powerful donkey. Then, Atmatulya balaihi anyaihi. Oh, Atmatulya means like his own self. Like his own self. Equal to his own self. Equal to him, he had many powerful Jnati companions, friends, cohorts, many, just strong, just like him only. Jnati vihi Bhahuvi Vritaha, surrounded by many of his friends, just like him only, powerful Rakshasas. Now, what is being spoken about is their power was equal to his power. It is not saying that they all were in the form of donkeys also. We don't know. Or maybe later on we'll see. All of them in the same form as donkeys. The whole herd of donkeys. The donkey kingdom. Now see, this is from now 24 now. Tasmat krita naraharat bhitair nribhira mitrahan nasevyate pashukanaihi Pakshi Sangher Vivarjitam. Tasmat, since Krita Nara Ahara, due to the fact that he was, have what you call Shakahari, Mamsahari, he was Narahari. Krita Nara Ahara. Krita Nara Ahara means he ate Nara. Nara means human beings. He ate Nara. He was a Nara eater. We say meat eater, na? Eat men. He ate men. So Bhitaihi Nribhi Amitra Nribhi Amitrahan. Meaning that because he ate human beings, all human beings were scared to go to that place. So they're addressing Krishna as Amitrahan, means who kills, who removes enemies. Amitra means Mitra means friend. Amitra means enemy. Amitrahan means one who removes the enemy. Nasevyate pashuganaihi. Now the animals also feared to go into that forest. And pakshi sangaihi. It was free from all birds also. No animals or birds went to that forest like that. Then vidyante bhukta purvani. Vidyante bhukta purvani. Phalani surabhini cha. Eshave surabhirganthaha. Vishuchino vagrihyate. Now, how Ved Vyasji, these are 6-year-old children. Eh? Ved Vyasji's presentation is very nice, This boy, this Sri Dama has to convince Krishna and Balaram to go there. Huh? So he calls him, you are the remover of the enemy, So he appeals to Krishna's heroic sentiment there, Krishna and Balaram. The remover of the enemy, you are the great hero, Then he also, now at this time, he's appealing, so see, you don't know what will work. When we have to convince somebody of something, we don't know what will work. So now he says, those fruits have a unique flavor. Unique flavor. You'll not get those fruits anywhere else. And not only that, I could smell it from here. I could smell those fruits from here. See, and this is how the ability to convince other people and move other people and get other people to do something by just speech, using the right words and all. As a great art, Mahatma Gandhi used to talk about this. Gandhiji, and then he used to say, in this, the most important element is the force of the personality, not so much the words, but the force of the personality. And in his case, the personality got its force from truth. From truth. So the force of the personality, that force or that power from truth, and then with that power now the words. And those words will get people to. So he used to only have to say one word, I am fasting. 2 words. And that the whole country is to be moved. Like that. There are mysterious things about all of us. See, that's what I say, not only what we see. So, this fellow is very good at choosing the right words. So this is at one level. And then there are deeper things, the force and power of truth and all that kind of thing behind words. So at one level, the choice of the right words, sometimes all the force and everything is good, but you choose the wrong word, everything fall flat. So how nicely he presents such a young boy, Vidyante Avukta Purvani. I tell you, Avukta means not enjoyed by anybody before, because this Dhenuka preventing everybody. But this thing has Phalani, Surabhini, special flavor, Eshavai Surabhirgandaha, and also has this wonderful fragrance, flavor and fragrance and everything. Vishuchinaha, it spreads everywhere. The fragrance spreads everywhere. Agrihyata, avagrihyata, it is perceived, smelled by everybody. Then he continues now, see. Prayacchatanina Krishna. Krishna. Prayacchatanina Krishna. Gandhalobhita chetasam. Vanchasti mahati Rama. Gamyatam yadi rochate. Evam suhridavaccha shrutva. Evam suhridvaccha shrutva. Suhrit priyachikirshaya. Prahasta jagmatur gopaihi. Vritau tal vanam prabhu. Bala pravishya bahubhyam. Talan samparit kampayan. Phalani patayamasa. Matangaja ivau jasa. Matanga iva means like an elephant now. Balaram went in that forest. All they all went there now. Balaram went and held that tree. And ivau jasa, with the power of Matangaja, an elephant. Samparikampayan. He shook that tree so vigorously that Phalani patayamasam, all the fruits fell down. The boys that begged Krishna and Balaram went. Balaram entering there. Bala pravishya bahubhyam talan samparikampayan. Held with it 2 hands and shook like anything. Then Phalanam patitam shabdam nishamya surarabha rasabha nishamya surarasabha abhyadhavat kshitiktalam abhyadhavat kshititalam sanagam parikampayan. Now this nishamya asura rasabha. Rasabha is also translated as jackass. This donkey heard this sound of what? Falling fruits. Then he came there running in all speed. Phalani patitam shabdam. Shabdam, when he heard that word, nishamya, having heard that word, abhyathavat. Abhyathavat, he ran there. And kshititalam, on the earth itself, kshititalam sanagam parikampaya. The earth and all the trees started shaking with the power of this Rakshas coming. Trees also started shaking. Then sametya tarasa pratyag dvabhyam padbhyam balam bali nihatyo rasi kashabdam munchan Paryasarat khalaha. Paryasarat, Munchan paryasarat khalaha. Then Samitya, having come there and seeing this Balaram shaking this tree. Then what? Swiftly, Tarasa, Pratyag in front of him, Dvabhyam padbhyam balam bali, nihatyoho. Asika Shabdam. Oh, he gave a kick to this Balaram. This Dhenuka gave one kick to this Balaram. You see, Padbhyam with 2 feet. You know, they turn around with their hind legs. He kicked this Balaram. Where? Nihatya urasi, on his chest. Nihatya urasi. And then ka shabdam, he gave a loud bray. Bray. Oh, ka shabdam doesn't say bray, he made a loud song. Well, donkey will bray only. What is given there? Ugly braying sound. We will suspect that he brayed, but Ashabda means ugly sound. Munchan Parya Sarat Khalaha, that wicked. Then Punarasadya Samrabdha Upakroshta Parak Sthitaha Charana Vaparau Rajan Balaya Prakshipat Rusha. Then again wherever that Balaram fell, he again pounced on him, approached that Balaram again. Punarasadya, again approach. Punarasadya and Sarabdham, with fury. Upakroshta, angry like anything. Parakstitaha, again presenting himself there. And then Charana Vaparau, Charanau Aparau means his 2 hind legs. Now Balaram Balaya, he grabbed with force, and Prakshipadrusha, with great, Balaram himself, with great anger. And hurled him, Prakshipad, hurled him into the sky, like Satam grihitva prapadoho Panina Chikshepa Trinarajagre Brahmanat Tyakta Jivitam. He spun him in the air like this, Brahmayatva, having, and he, in Trinidad we say pelt him. He fling him, we say fling him, or pelt him. Where? Trinarajagre, on the top of one of those trees. The same palm trees. They were tall palm trees. Now description goes on there. What is the description? That, see the next one. Tena hato mahatalo vepamano brihachiraha parshvastham kampayan bhagnaha Sachanyam so pichaparam. What happened there? When he hurled him on that tree fell on another tree. And that other tree fell on another tree. And then there was a domino effect of so many trees fell down. Now look here. They went there to get fruit. They went there to get fruit. Well, there's a wonderful lesson in all of this. They succeeded in removing this Dhenuka, right? Because he hurled him and threw him on top of that tree and killed. Then all the other Rakshasas who came also, same thing. But the whole episode resulted in a great amount of destruction. And now you'll see this type of thing rippling throughout all of human history. The removal of the Kauravas resulted in a great many Pandavas being destroyed. The greatest of whom was this Abhimanyu, son of Arjuna. That was the most heart-rending episode of Mahabharata. That Abhimanyu, the son of Arjuna, also got killed in this. In other words, we cannot bring about any goodness in society without casualties. That is a law. See freedom of India. How many Indians died? How many British killed? Isn't it? You cannot have or achieve anything. What an equation, what a mathematical equation for progress and for moving in this world. This is a fact. This is shown very clearly in this story also. The idea is to find the proper balance, that you don't lose more than what you gain. But a strange rule of samsara, and we can't avoid it. Our problem is that what happens, we are not very good at maths. First thing. Second thing, we are not very good at, and it is very difficult for us to really tell what all the consequences of a particular action will be, because many times the consequences come way into the future and also we cannot foresee. So we are not good, first of all, with mathematics, and second, we cannot really see all the consequences of what will actually happen in future. You see, like for example, they started drilling for this oil and going and taking it. That time, in the early 1900s and all, when they started doing this, nobody could tell what the consequences will be. That vision they did not have. Now there is global warming, and there's still so many people say there is no global warming. They're saying that is made up by China. So there's a third thing now. There is denial, ignorance, and denial. Not only that they cannot see the consequences into the future, but the other thing, some of them don't want to see. Isn't it? What a wonderful thing. So, because of all of these things, now we cannot calculate and now match what the benefit will be and what the cost will be. So what this human being goes on blindly doing whatever he does. So that is why we have to choose our actions wisely by doing all of these type of calculation. No, yes, there will be this cost, these losses. We'll suffer these losses, but the benefit will be. Otherwise, what happens, for example, we say with people who run after wealth, for instance, they run after wealth but give up health. Now, what is the cost benefit analysis there? What you have done? You get wealth but lost health. We admit that there must be some loss, but your calculation should be done properly. You lose a most valuable thing like health, and you got wealth. Now the wealth cannot do anything also. Yeah, what the wealth will do? I know many people with wealth, and when they lost their health, they couldn't do a thing. So that type of calculation, you see. Yes, we say there will be loss. In any gain, you have to have some loss. See, they lost many trees now. Trees like anything. But then the gain was you remove that menace. You remove a great menace from society. And good thing about trees, they will grow back. So certain things you have to calculate like that. You got to see, certain things are replaceable. How do you replace the oil under the earth? All the carbon that you have taken out from hydrocarbons you have taken from under the earth. How do you replace? Some things are irreplaceable. So anyway, now he removed this Thenuka, and now you will get, they got many fruits fallen. You could eat now and wait for trees to grow back. But all the trees didn't fall. Many trees fell. There was a loss. And all human activity, see, when we have to study and get this degree and that degree and the other thing, what? People lose sleep. People lose leisure. They lose peace of mind. All sorts of things. We lose. But also the gain is much better. It's like that you have to see. So now, Thenuka Asura removed, and Krishna goes back home. Then, one day they were playing now on this Yamuna Par, Yamuna Tir. Now the other great story which comes at Kalya. That snake, very famous Kalya. We'll see that Kalya next time. So today, what is the program is